Hello and welcome to TopX, where we count down the very best that YouTube has to offer. Today we're doing all things musical as we're counting down our picks for the top 10 YouTube cover artists. Cover artists on YouTube have become extremely popular, with many gaining international fame and fortune outside of the online world. So, while we're sticking to artists that began their careers covering popular songs on YouTube, don't be surprised if many of the entries you see here have since transcended their humble beginnings. We ranked our list based on a mix of subscriber numbers, views, votes from our users, personal preference, and general impact on the YouTube community. Number 10, Cimorelli. Are you ready for some peppy, PG fun? You better be, because coming in at number 10 is Cimorelli, a group of 6 sisters from Sacramento, California.
We started out doing covers in front of our front door in Sacramento.
Cimorelli uses their strength in numbers, using an a cappella style to cover popular, usually uplifting pop songs. Some of their most popular covers were originally sung by One Direction, Justin Bieber, or Taylor Swift. Their recent clips have shown a huge spike in production value, with fully realized music videos, sound mix and all. This, of course, makes a lot of sense when you consider that they've now been signed to Universal's Island music label. Of course, you can now grab their tracks on iTunes.
If you were my boyfriend, I'd never let you go. I'd never let you go.
Another fun thing they do on their channel is a hybrid sitcom music show called Summer with Cimorelli. This follows the 6 sisters over the course of a summer, where eldest sister Christina is left in charge. Chaos ensues, as do the inevitable music numbers. Number 9, Walk Off the Earth. Cover artists seem to fall into 2 categories. Those that try to emulate a song as best as possible, and those that try to add their own special touch to try to create something entirely different. This next group from Canada definitely falls into the latter category.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
Chances are somebody's already showed you their incredible cover of Gauthier's Somebody That I Used to Know, where all of the members of the band play the song on a single guitar.
Now and then I think of when we were together.
Another personal favorite of mine is their a cappella version of T Swift's Trouble with beatboxer Korean FX. Please don't judge.
Now I'm lying on the cold hard ground. Trouble, trouble, trouble.
All of their videos feature a cool gimmick or style that helps them be as visually impressive as they are sonically. Aside from the fun tricks they like to pull with their music videos, their style is heavily defined by their 3 vocalists. Each has a unique sound and range, which creates striking harmonies and adds layers of complexity to even the simplest songs.
Bring me down, cannot bring me down. A similar love is too high. Bring me down, cannot.
Number 8, Tyler Ward. A young Tyler Ward was apparently enrolled in the United States Air Force Academy, but found his personality to be incompatible with military life, so he left to focus on his true passion. Can you guess what that is?
Now for real, I'ma take his style. Full-on jumpsuit and some mouse slippers, dookie brown leather jacket that I found digging.
He describes his style as acoustic rock country pop, and his music definitely reflects that mishmash of styles. That said, while acoustic guitar is definitely at the forefront of most of his songs, he also incorporates a lot of different instruments and even other vocalists into his covers.
Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree.
What sets Tyler apart from some of the other artists on this list is that instead of backing tracks, he often employs full live musicians into his songs. This gives the songs multi-layered authenticity and also just sounds great.
California girls, they're undeniable. Fine, fresh fish, they got it on lock.
What's cool about this live band style is that it strikes a nice balance between originality and impression. What I mean by this is that he rarely changes the tempo or the sound of a song, But because it's all played by live instruments, it really distills the song into its baser elements, allowing you to appreciate each individual part.
Sun-kissed skin so hot, you'll melt your popsicle.
Number 7, Sam Sweet. Sam is a great example of putting your natural talents to good use. Snicker all you want, but he's made a name for himself covering songs that are mostly sung by female artists, or in a falsetto voice. This is because he has a naturally high voice, but what a voice that is.
And I will always love you.
So remember when I said that some artists like to add their own unique flair to their covers? Well, Sam likes to go one step further by adding his own unique flair to 2 or more songs and then mashing them all together. This works especially well because he can sing the songs even higher than they were originally recorded. That way, he can pick the octave at which to sing them and they mash together very easily.
You only know you love her when you let her go. Oh, the cold never bothered me anyway.
However, as incredibly talented as Sam is, it's impossible to talk about his work without talking about the work of our next entry. Number 6, Kurt Hugo Schneider. Although he does plenty of covers of his own, Kurt's channel differentiates itself from others on this list by serving as a platform for other YouTube cover artists. Enter Sam Sweet.
I learned to live half a life, and now you want me one more time.
Well, the two are apparently best friends, so you'll actually see a lot of Sam's most impressive work appear on Kurt's channel. In fact, if you check the About page, Kurt makes no mention of himself as a cover artist, instead referring to himself as a music producer and filmmaker. That's what I mean when I say that Kurt's channel works as a platform for other YouTube cover artists. He collaborates and works with them to create music videos that are incredible, both in a visual and vocal sense.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yeah you do.
Although he works with a ton of other YouTube cover artists, I've mentioned Sam for a reason. Kurt does these interesting videos with Sam where he uses cool camera and editing tricks to make it look like there are multiple Sams on screen at once, creating simulated a cappella videos where Sam sings in harmony with himself.
Just a small town girl, living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Number 5, Alex Goot. Everyone we're examining today is extremely talented, but Alex probably takes the prize for the biggest variety of talents. He's a songwriter who also plays the electric guitar, the acoustic guitar, the bass, the keyboard, and the drums, among other things.
Let it go, let it go. I can't hold it back anymore. Let it go, let it go.
As we saw with our last entry, a lot of artists like to duplicate themselves with cool camera and editing tricks. Alex probably takes the cake for this as well. Now, a lot of artists would have trouble playing one part of a rock band. He seems to have no problem being an entire rock band all by himself.
Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough.
As I mentioned for Tyler Ward, doing these covers with multiple live recorded instruments allows you to really appreciate the individual elements that go into the song. In Alex's case, this is also aided by the style in which his videos are shot, which help to showcase these individual elements in a visual sense as well.
We're halfway there. Living on a prayer.
It's probably no surprise that Alex likes to collaborate with a lot of other artists as well. A quick scan of his channel will reveal a lot of familiar faces. Familiar if you've seen this countdown at least.
You're gone and I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
Number 4, Nicole. It's a safe bet to say that a lot of our entries are fans of karaoke, but this next entry owes a huge chunk of her popularity to her love of it. Nicole's father bought her a karaoke machine when she was only 10, and after spending some time in her church choir, in 2009 she began her YouTube career, and the rest is, as they say, history.
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed.
While she definitely goes for emulation over originality, she's got a surprisingly powerful voice for someone that's so tiny. Despite this, she still does have a kind of youthful edge, which helps define her style both sonically and visually.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never hit so hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls.
While she gained popularity doing covers of songs originally performed by Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, and One Direction, she also has a lot of original tracks. In fact, if you check her page, her third most popular song is entirely original.
Call me beautiful. Call me beautiful. Call me beautiful.
Megan is, at the time of this recording at least, still very young, and that makes her success all the more impressive. She has a squeaky clean image, which means that she even changes some of the lyrics of her covers to make them even more family-friendly.
Tomorrow I wake up, do some P90X with a really nice guy, have some really nice checks. We're gonna hang out, it'll be great.
Number 3, Lindsey Stirling. Coming to the end of our list, we finally have someone with serious nerd cred. Pretty much everyone we've seen so far has covered either Maroon 5 or One Direction. I'm pretty sure Lindsey Stirling's the only one to try to tackle the themes to The Legend of Zelda or Skyrim. It only takes a second to figure out what makes Stirling's covers unique: the violin. Lindsey's out there to prove that the fiddle makes everything better, and watching her videos, you'd be inclined to believe her.
Jump in my hoop-de-hoop-de-hoop, I own that.
This is where it gets really impressive. Lindsey collaborates with a lot of other musical artists. This is because that while she does provide some vocals, she has to play the violin through most of her songs. So other YouTube vocal artists usually have to pick up the bulk of the singing.
I wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big old coat from that thrift store down the road.
It's impressive enough that she does covers with people like Tyler Ward and Nicole, who you'll remember from this list. But for her cover of John Legend's All of You, she got John Legend.
I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine.
Number 2, Pentatonix. Consisting of 5 vocalists, Pentatonix is an a cappella group from Texas. Their creative style injects an immense amount of originality into their covers. It's often fun just to see their original take on a song, not even if you're a fan.
Like the legend of the phoenix, yeah. All ends with beginnings. It keeps the planet spinning.
A lot of cover artists like to use a cappella instead of musical instruments, but Pentatonix definitely takes the cake for this. Their harmonic mix of deep bass and tenor, mixed with the higher voice of their female vocalist and beatboxer, gives an often haunting vocal tableau.
Somebody that you used to know,
But you didn't have to cut me off. Make it like it never happened and that we were nothing.
Some people have noticed that Pentatonix is somewhat similar to Walk Off the Earth, and that similarity definitely spills over into the creative side as well. Creativity is definitely king in their videos, as sometimes they even mash in together different songs by the same artist.
I hope this dream comes true.
One more time. Hey, we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright, don't stop the dancing.
Basically, the stuff put out by Pentatonix is about as creative and original as you can get and still call it a cover.
You got the Velcro, I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm one looking for a come up. This is freaking awesome.
YouTube gives everyone a voice, so chances are we missed some of your favorite cover artists. With that in mind, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Boyce Avenue. We kicked off our list with a group of sisters, and we're finishing it off with a group of brothers. Damn you, patriarchy. Boyce Avenue is the 3 Manzano brothers, Daniel, Fabian, and Alejandro.
Aren't you something to admire? Cause you shine as something like a mirror, and I can't help but notice.
While creativity is great, what a lot of people like about covers is just straight up acoustic covers. And for those of you who appreciate acoustic covers, we've saved the very best for last. Boyce Avenue has an entire playlist devoted to acoustic covers, with over 120 songs and counting, only on that list.
Cause I don't wanna lose you now. I'm looking right at the other half of me. The vacancy that's sat in my heart is a space that now you're home.
But why are they number one? Well, almost everyone we've seen today has garnered enough support to get their own record deal, and those that haven't probably will soon. Boyce Avenue is unique for leaving Universal Records to create their own independent music label, making them the most viewed independent group in the world.
Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me, so blame it on the night.
That's it for today's list. We hope you found something fun to listen to. Now, be sure to vote for future lists on our Suggest tool online, and for more great content published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.